Good morning, welcome to this week's video. Fresh morning to say the least. Very cold. This week I've come over a local location I've been to several times, over at a little quaint little hamlet in the Somerset called Holford. Generally when I'm here I walk up through and photograph up through a valley called Hodder's Combe, but this time I've actually come and I'm walking up through Holford Combe. Not been up this way for a long time, so not really sure what I'm going to find, what I'm going to see, if there's anything at all, to be honest, but just thought I'd get out for a walk with a camera and check it out. So let's head on up the path and see what it has to offer. So walking up the road past Combe House Hotel down there. Shot a couple of weddings at that location. Lovely location, and everything, they do everything there. They do the ceremony and the reception, everything all on the same site. So it's a great location. So I've chosen to stay local. The roads have been horrendous last week due to icy conditions, several crashes. A few colleagues of mine that I work with were very lucky when the double-decker bus that they were on overturned on its way to work. Luckily nobody was seriously injured, few injuries, but nothing life-threatening. So nice to lucky to have got away with that one. So I thought I'd stay local and not put myself at any risk on these dodgy roads. Okay, so first shot of the morning, just using this tree here that's bending in there. I'm sort of just using that to frame the right hand side of the image, and then we've got these trees here and this stream walking up through. It's yeah, it's not great. I think it's a little bit heavily weighted to one side, so I'm just getting the shot. There's a couple of other shots here. I think there's another one just further up there. I think there's a branch just where it's fallen over. I think maybe able to get up closer and maybe use that. So let's get a couple of shots here and then we'll move on a bit further up and have a look, see what that is up there. Okay, so I've now got the camera set down quite low. Actually got the tripod sat in this bit of a stream that's flowing down through, looking up through, just picking up on that branch, that's that fallen tree there that's bridging a bit of a stream, and the frost on the top is giving a nice bit of light on the top, light definition. Shot the first few shots at 3 seconds ISO 64 f11, because it is still quite dark here. I've just got a polarizer filter on, but then I had a problem at just turning to the side there. I've got a few ferns that are just moving around a little bit with the flow of the water, been moved around. So for them I've changed the settings, put the ISO up, shut the aperture down to let more light in, and increase the shutter speed up to 1/25 of a second, which I've checked the images, that's enough to freeze that movement, and then I can blend those nice still ferns in with the original image. Okay, looking good. Let's walk on a bit further. So sometimes it can be so frustrating. You see a shot and you're just trying to get compositions. So again, let me turn you around. That's what I had. Well, I've got is this tree here in the background that sort of walked up, saw it, and thought, yeah, need to try and capture that one. I think there may be some other shots here, but I've just come back a little bit. What I've been trying to do is frame a shot using these foreground trees to frame that background tree. But the best I can do is using these two trees either side here, and with that tree in the middle. So you've got the shot of the three trees there. Trying to get that other one that I was trying to get across at the top, I was losing. It was just too prominent in the front of the frame. It was sort of, it was right there, so it was just too prominent. And if I dropped further back, then it was losing that tree in the background. So I've got this shot here. Try and show you in the back of the camera if I can. There, using the polarizer just to bring out some colour in those leaves down below and the greens. And it looks okay. So anyway, get these shots. I've done a focus on this tree, and a focus on the tree at the back. So I've got 3 focal points that I can use to blend, or just use a single shot, whichever I prefer when I get back. So okay, let's crack on, see what else we can see. Okay, jumping out at me now, these compositions. So just playing here with a bit of framing again. There's a tree here. I've set the camera up, looking. It's like a V there in a tree, and it's basically looking through them. So using them either side there, and then it's looking up through this scene here. Got a tree there, and then another twisted tree there. And this stream that's a bit of an S snaking up through. Shooting the slow exposure to get a nice bit of motion blur in that stream. So shooting at 4 seconds, f11 ISO 64, and again polarizer to take the glare off of that top of that stream and bring the colours out. So yeah, in the back of the camera, looks like quite a pleasant scene. So yeah, so hopefully be happy with that one when we get it back. Okay, this short stretch here is actually providing quite a few little shots. That tree, that twisted tree that was in the other shot, but further back in the scene, I've now come up closer to it and using these 2 trees either side, and then that one at the back, which is just picking up light quite nicely. If you look in the back of the camera there, we've got the greens on this tree here and this one up here, and bit of orange of the leaves in the bottom. Using that polarizer, it's just bringing out the definition in these colours. So yeah, it's looking another quite a nice, quaint little shot. Same conditions as last time, f11, 4 seconds, ISO 64. I now am going to walk on a bit further and see what else this little coombe has to offer. these sort of quaint stream side scenes with the odd trees and one thing and another, just to suit really the conditions I've got this morning. There are some nice trees here and some nice scenes that would be great in the best sort of foggy, misty conditions. But this morning I was hoping for a bit of mist up through because it was a cold night, and they did give some early morning mist, but as again, that's not materialized. So I'm sort of making the best of the conditions I've got and picking up on these other scenes. But like I say, could be definitely worth coming back up through here, given some foggy conditions, because I'm sure there's going to be plenty of other options available. Okay, so this tree is sort of gone over a long time ago. Looking at the bottom of the trunk, the formation there, you know, it's all sort of blended in. It's dropped into the stream, water's built up behind it and created this bit of a waterfall. So I've come back quite away from it, just using it as in the background. Got a couple of rocks here in the front that's I've come back beyond them because they're just getting a little bit of flow over them, which is just getting a bit of definition in the water. So I'm using them as more of a foreground, looking up through. Camera set really low, camera's only a foot or so off the top of the water, and looking straight up through to that waterfall in the background. This green on the side of the bank here is leading us quite nicely into it. So yeah, it's quite a pleasant little scene again. So this coombe is providing plenty of opportunities. Okay, so pretty much at the top of the coombe now. Going to make my way back down through again. Yeah, plenty to offer. I think it definitely needs the stream snaking down through is quite a nice feature. But I would imagine during the summer months it runs pretty much dry. I wouldn't imagine there's a great deal of water. So I would imagine the best times is when we've either had some heavy rain or in the wets, when it's been raining, that you're going to get a decent flow of water down through this stream. But yeah, nice coombe, as nice as Hodder's coombe. So two options from the Holford car park. So okay, so I'm gonna make my way back now. If you're new to the channel, I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. Please hit that subscription button and the notification bell to keep up with the latest content. And I get a video out most weeks on a Sunday, and also hit that like button. That'd be much appreciated, because that does help with the video analytics. And drop me a comment down below. It's always nice to get some feedback and hear from people that are viewing this channel. So once again, thanks for watching, and until next time, take it easy.